Hey guys, Guy in Kalamazoo here from my window. From my window, a little bit festive too. Let me get out of the way a minute. I think. No, you can't see it. Let me move my chair. Yeah, okay. My festive window. Yeah, we've been decking the halls for Christmas 2016. And yeah, today is Friday, December 2nd, and my Christmas village back here. But yeah, I'm reporting out of my dining room again, and I know my schedule's off on this from my window to yours because I normally do them on Sundays. I had been sick I'm serious for like a month, and I don't know what it is. I'm going in for, like I said on my last video, I'm going in for testing in here in a couple weeks. I'm not too concerned about it. They're testing for my breathing and COPD. Um, Maybe I have a slight case of COPD. I don't know severities. I'm not too, not. I'm somewhat familiar with it, but not too familiar with it. Anyway, yeah, I still have a little touch of congestion, but for the most part, it's pretty much gone. What I'm thinking, it's just 30 years of this crap that I've been smoking and that's been in my lungs for all this time, and it's like, oh, it broke loose and it's coming out, and it just by taking that damn Mucinex. I'm not nothing against Mucinex. It did its job. It worked, but whew, it put me down for a couple days. 2 weeks ago, so got my coffee. Friday morning, I'm all set. Yeah, and you're saying, hey, it's Friday morning. Why are you at work, Brad? Um, we have an appointment today. Somebody coming over to the house and doing some maintenance. Somebody's got to be here. Chris is here, but I want to be here for this too. So I'm working remotely today, and here's Kaya. She just woke up. Yes, hi, baby. And let me finish this Kaya, and then I got to get her pills. The baby just woke up. And I've got a Honda here, too. So, let me move on with this. Oh my god, now they're going to start playing, and it's going to be a mess. I think she just woke up. Our bedroom's upstairs, and she probably heard me start talking. It's like, oh, time to get up. Hey, sorry. Okay. I tell you, I do my videos unedited. I just, whatever. People don't like it, they can turn it off. Okay. So yeah, I'm not off today. I am working from home. I've got my work laptop right here, ready to go. Um, And yeah, my speaking of work, my upcoming December's are always nice, especially a year like this when Christmas falls on Saturday, Sunday, and New Year's also falls on Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be taking off last the last week of the year essentially, but I only have to use three personal days for it: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because the holidays are on the weekends. We get Friday and Monday. And most companies are probably like this. Now, of course, when I worked at Kellogg's, oh my God, Kellogg's, if they're open, the plant anyway, and those people working are going to be getting a ton of money this year. Just because the holidays happen to fall on the weekend. And weekends, I always liked, I didn't, for family time, I hated working weekends at Kellogg's, especially if you had to work two or three in a row, because then essentially you're working a whole month with not a day off. But time and a half on Sundays, time and a half Saturdays, double time Sundays, and if it happened to be a holiday, I know people always argued with me, but it's triple time. Basically, you get your 8 hour holiday pay and double time on top of it. To me, it's triple time. So essentially, it worked out to about $100 an hour working on those days. And there's going to be, with Christmas and New Year's falling on the weekends, there's going to be a lot of people that are probably not going to complain about working. Except I do, in the 10 years, almost 10 years I worked at Kellogg's, I never worked a Christmas. you know, they were pretty tight when like we worked the day before Christmas Eve, and then we reopened the day after Christmas. But in all those years, Christmas was always time off. I know they always had good intentions about like shutting down for a week between Christmas and New Year's and have all the holidays and do, you know, cleaning of the plant, stuff like that. It just never ever seemed to happen because I don't think it's their fiscal end of the year, but it's the end of the calendar year. So anyway, yeah, okay. So moving on, and I think this from my window to yours is going to be not a half hour long one. It's going to be fairly short. I'm trying to think before I move on to games. Anything else personally? I don't think there really is. Chris and I are doing good. Um, and yeah, just getting ready for Christmas. Things coming up. This weekend's going to be. We're putting up my mom's Christmas tree on Sunday. That's another reason I'm doing this today too. Because Sunday's the Lions Saints game, which I want to watch. We're putting up her tree. Uh, it might go out for a little while. Excuse me. Take Chris out for a little while tomorrow night. We haven't been out in a while, him and I just together. And go out for a drink or two, and that's it. So we'll see though. In the weather here, it's gray. Yes, it's raining today. Yes, rain on December 2nd. That is supposed to, and they're talking about what they are, they're using this term, and I hate it, plowable snow or shovelable snow. It sounds like some damn dirty porn to me, plowable snow. But yeah, we're supposed to probably next week, they're saying, get enough where we got to get the shovel out. So I'm dreading it. I just, if you guys know me, I don't like winter. I don't like snow. I know some people love it and they cannot wait. I'm like, oh my God. Except for around this time of the year, I kind of do enjoy it. Just because, okay, for instance, I grew up in a city called Richland. Richland, Michigan. It's a very beautiful little village. It's an actual incorporated village, not a city, township, nothing. I know they've been trying to decorporate that and kind of share some things with others. But anyway, they're their own contained uh, government unit, I guess you want to call it, because they have their, I believe they have their own little tax system and they have their own police department, they have their own fire. But anyway, Richland, yeah, around Gull Lake, this area, the people that live around this area know what I'm talking about. It's just a very beautiful place. It's where I grew up, went to high school. Okay, so why do I talk about this in the snow? And I missed this, it was last night. And then I'm going to move on to the topic as to why I missed this, which gamers know why I missed this. Last night, as the first Thursday of every December, which happened this December, happened to be December 1st, they have what's called Wassailing Night. And for those of you who don't know what wassail is, you can look it up. I think it's spelled Wassail. Wassail originally is like a mulled wine drink. It's got clove in it, orange. It smells cinnamon. It smells incredible. And you slow steep it on the stove or over a low flame, and it's just an incredible drink. Um, I think some people do it with wine. Some people do it with like cider and add some brandy to it. Anyway, wassail. So Richland has all these quaint shops, all these little stores, and all these locally run wonderful businesses. One thing about Richland and Corporation, at least a while back it was, they did not allow big business to come in. However, I think they relaxed that rule because I know now they have a Subway, they have a McDonald's, but all the buildings look the same. The McDonald's in this Richland it's very beautiful. It's like green and very woodsy nature, like with brick and it. I don't know. They must have told McDonald's, yeah, if you want to come here, but you have to build your building the way we want it to look. Um, it's just that Thomas Kincaid type town. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, with the snow, it is always nice. Oh, well, what happens on Wassailing Night, you ask? Okay. Wassailing night, you get the family together. I say, whoever. You go down, you park the car, and you walk the town. It's not that big. You just walk the town, and all of these quaint little shops are open for business. You can buy things. The businesses have, well, the non alcoholic version of wassail. You can drink it. They have hot cocoa, they have coffee, they have, just nice hot drinks. You've got your mittens on, your hat on, your scarf, and you're going town to town. And then they also have like snacks or cookies. You don't have to pay for them. You just come and socialize with your neighbors, have a good time. The Central Park, they're roasting chestnuts. Literally, seriously, they're roasting chestnuts on an open fire. They are selling their Christmas trees. The Boy Scout troops are down there. And then the Presbyterian Church at the town, I call it the town, the village square. The Presbyterian Church there has a pipe organ. They open up the doors. You can go into the church, listen to the pipe organ play. It's just the ambiance and the atmosphere of this is just incredible. It's beautiful. And speaking of snow, we didn't have snow, but it is always nice on that night to have some snow. We didn't have any, it was rain. And okay, so moving on, why I missed it. You guys know why I missed it if you're gamers. Last night was the Game Awards. And what did you think of the Game Awards if you saw it? I thought it was going to be on Spike TV. I thought it would be televised. You guys can let me know. I streamed it through the Xbox Live edition. X, it's called XLEI. I think it's Xbox Live Entertainment Edition or Interactive Edition, something like that. I don't know, but I streamed it through Xbox. I thought it was going to be on Spike because originally the stream on Xbox had some issues, so I jumped to Spike and it wasn't on. But I know that Spike had it when it was the VGA, and now it's just called the Game Awards. But congratulations to Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch. Chris, my husband, he loves the game. Actually, he plays Destiny still more than he does Overwatch. I don't see him play Overwatch that much. But he owns it. He loves it for the Xbox. He loves it. And yeah, to me, I don't understand the game yet. All I see is you have some sort of objective where you have to move this something through a map or through town and get it to a certain objective. While the other team's trying to attack it, you're trying to attack theirs. I don't know. I don't understand it all. I know there's different classes, different characters. I just know it's a game by Blizzard, and Blizzard knows how to put out good games. Yeah, one of my, I guess if somebody had asked me, hey Brad, what's your favorite studio or what's the highest quality studio, I would have to say Blizzard. Blizzard hands down. They don't put out crap. I was just telling Chris yesterday, last night when we were watching this, and Overwatch happened to win. I was saying, they probably have been working on Diablo 4 for, ever since Diablo 3 came out. They probably even started. I bet they have been working on Diablo 4 for 2 or 3 years now. I might be totally wrong. And then, like at BlizzCon next year, they'll announce, oh yeah, Diablo 4 is going to be coming out. But then you wait. You wait and you wait. You could wait a good year or two before they even release it because they are not going to release crap. Blizzard is one of those places that's just in their cutscenes are pure art. I talk about lack of creativity nowadays, which is true. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit here soon. But the lack of creativity, and it's not just with games, it's with, to me anyway, and it might just be my opinion, I don't know, but TV shows, I don't even watch TV anymore, they're crap. TV, music, I don't know where good music went. And it's just, movies even. We don't go watch movies, actually. There are 2 movies I want to come out, and I'm just deathly afraid that they're going to be bad, and that's the new Rogue, Star Wars Rogue, and the Assassin's Creed movie. They both come out like within a week of each other. And Chris and I don't watch movies. We did go see the Star Wars movie at the theater, but that's it. That's all we've seen. I did just rent and watch streamed it on Xbox. The Star Trek Beyond, is it? It was okay. It was pretty good. But it just creativity now. It's like everything is being remastered, revamped, redone, what have you. And it's just nobody's creative anymore. But I do have to give it to Blizzard. Blizzard is very good. Okay, so let's talk about. Let's see. I'm going to talk about my game of the year. People who are on Facebook saw this, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a rant, and I'm going to finish this video off because I don't want it to go too long. Okay, my game of the year, Doom. Doom came out of left field, nowhere. Excellent, excellent, excellent game. Okay, guys, and just like that, with the power of editing, wow, I changed my clothes, everything. Okay, now what happened is I was in the middle of talking about Doom, my game of the year, and Chris woke up, and I was telling him, oh, hey, give Kyra pills and all this stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd just keep it, but I'm not going to. Okay, well, let's move on, though. And also, just as a side note, and then I'm going to move on and finish up my video. We have a arcade. It's not too. It's maybe 10 miles from the house. It's in another little town called Gobles. It's called Classic Arcade, and if you guys are in the area, I highly encourage you to look them up. Go support them. I work for KCMH, as you know, Kalamazoo Community Mental Health. We service a lot of families, a lot of people that are in need, especially around this time of the year. And something Classic Arcade has done is they had posted on Facebook something about looking for families that might be in need. They're not soliciting them. They're not, directly contacting them. But they realize that they're blessed with all the business, pretty good growing business that they have, and they're successful. And they want to share some of that success with some families in need. And just this morning, I'm trying to get in contact with one of our families and match the two up so this family can have a night of fun and food at the arcade. And I know for me, being the gamer, just like some people cook and they get into the kitchen and they say, oh yeah, the cooking saved their lives. Sometimes gaming saves lives. I don't know. I don't want to say I was ever like suicidal or anything, going through depression, but in the I'd say the 90s, when gaming was starting to really roll along, and I was in my 20s and partying and just going out and whatever to get my mind off the world and life. I was gaming, a lot of gaming. So I'm not going to say gaming saved me. But you guys know it's a escape. It's a good escape too. Just like reading a book. A book is also escape. Some people just read books all the time. And that's an escape for them. For us, gaming. Okay. Anyway, let me go back. But yeah, sorry, interruption. I usually don't edit these, but it's okay. My game of the year, Doom. Going back to Doom, it was just spot on. Beautiful, excellent, and it did a lot of, like, people were like, oh, is this going to be... I think Doom was one of those games that actually came out and it seemed to work. I know that there were problems and people did not like the way the multiplayer handled, which the company took that back from. I can't remember the outsourced company that they used to do the multiplayer, but ID Software brought it back and Bethesda brought it back and redid it, and it sent out for free the updates. Doom was a wonderful game. The music, Chris and I were sitting here watching the awards last night, and the music was absolutely spot on, wonderful. Graphics, beautiful. The one thing is, and I'm going to bring up this rant here soon too, like I promised. The one thing is, with Doom, I traded it in because I had a deal. Traded in for like Gears, and I think I got $30. So I need to get the damn game back. And yeah, last night they actually offered it half off, $30. So I'm hoping maybe to get it maybe even this weekend. Because later I know we're gonna make a run to GameStop. We're possibly gonna stop by Best Buy. I was ranting last week about this. My Xbox Gold expires on the 19th, and I had an offer from online on my Xbox dashboard saying, hey, save. I think it was not 40%, it was like 20% or something. I don't know, the price was like $42. So I go in this morning, today's payday, I go in this morning to do it, and the offer's gone. So it's like, okay, you know what? Am I going to get Doom? Am I going to renew? I can wait for 2 weeks and renew, but I have to renew. And it's like last year. Last year was perfect, that work and play bundle for Microsoft, where you got the 1 year of Office Home. You got, I believe it was like a $50 gift card to use towards whatever. You got a 1 year of Xbox Gold. It was worth every penny. I think it was $120, but it was worth it. And this year they're not. They didn't do it. I'm like, oh my god, I wish they would. So anyway, another. I was saying the other, my second game of the year. It didn't make game of the year for me, but let me preface my game of the year too. My game of the year. You know, I don't sit here and play every goddamn game there is. I don't have time for it. Just the ones that I've played, and they're generally AAA games, some indie games, most indie games lately. So really, like Uncharted, I've not played. Yeah, that could be a game of the year for me. I don't know, but I've not played it, so I cannot speak to it, of course. But the games that I've played through, and this is just again my personal opinion. I already talked about Overwatch, a really winning game of the year, and I truly believe it. Even though I've not played it, it deserves it. But anyway, mine is Doom, and then the second was Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is another one that kind of came out of left field because EA did not promote it highly. I've seen some other videos, really good review videos of it, where they say EA didn't promote it because, number one, Titanfall 2 DLC is free. They're not making no money on it at all. And in fact, this weekend is their first DLC, and it's free. And yeah, I'm getting it. So, or I'm going to be playing it this weekend. So yeah, the Titanfall 2 is really good. The other game, yeah, and this is where I'm going to start ranting though. The other game that is on my list for Game of the Year, but is not, and is Gears of War 4. The game is beautiful. The gameplay is absolutely beautiful. The graphics, the gameplay, the storyline is surprisingly good. It's not as immersive as like Gears 1, 2, and 3, but it pretty follows, for the most part, it follows along the lore of Gears and pretty much stays in step with it. The multiplayer is good. And in fact, I think the multiplayer is somewhat better than even Titanfall 2. But the multiplayer in Titanfall 2 is also good. But the campaign on Titanfall 2 is actually really, really, really good. With some surprising mechanics I've not seen in games in a long time. The Gears 4, though, and here's my rant, and people know this. They heard me yesterday. I'm so mad. They announced their new... Okay, first off, I paid $100 for the Gears. I've got not their huge edition with the JD statue, but the one kind of in the middle with the free season pass. And you got a couple other things with it. $100. They got these fucking microtransactions in there that just piss me off, and they've pissed me off from the beginning. And yeah, it's true. You can go in, you can buy $5. You get a what they call an operations box. It opens up 5 cards. They can be bounties to work towards get your multiplayer level up, or they can be skins. They really don't affect gameplay itself. But Jesus, I spent $100. Now, what got my goat yesterday was they announced their 2 new maps. The maps are absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. I was all hyped about them until they said we are replacing Checkout and what's the other? Relic. 2 of my favorite maps. What the fuck? They're putting in 2 maps, but they're taking away 2. Excuse me, I paid for those fucking maps. They say, oh, well, you can play those maps in private matches. I don't play fucking private matches. I play online. And it kind of pisses me off. So they're putting their fucking maps in a rotation. I paid $100 for this, and they're saying, oh no, sorry, yeah, you've got your maps, but you can't use them in the public realm. And then they are charging. These microtransactions just drive me nuts. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand the esports, They've got $1 million esport tournament going on. But Microsoft owns a game, and I think $1 million is a drop in the bucket for freaking Microsoft. They don't need people to support it. For instance, okay, what is it, Team Envy, and what was the other one? The one that won. I'm trying to think. The one that won. It starts with an O. Origin. No, I don't know. But anyway, last week in Columbus. Anyway, these teams, if you support them, you can go and you can actually buy their symbol as a skin. And I think it costs 10, $20. It's some ridiculous number. But that money helps with the pay for their purse for the $1 million. Don't they have enough advertising? Don't they have corporate sponsors like Microsoft? And it just wholly pisses me off. And now the YouTubers, and I apologize because I've watched some of these YouTubers for years. For instance, Shadows is one of them. ESS Roar, he's out of Scotland, I believe. I love him. He's wonderful. I watch him. Razored Edge is out of Ireland. I watch him all the time. I've watched these guys for years. But I hate to say, I don't want to support their channels now because they use their YouTube money to support these microtransactions. If we need to stop buying this shit, we need to just stop buying it. That's a way to end it. I know there's other games like Destiny does it, and what's another one? My Call of Duty. I think even Halo does it. Halo 5 microtransactions. If it were a free to play game, it would be totally different. I would not have this rant, this argument, if it was a free to play game. These are not fucking free to play games. I don't know. That's where Titanfall to me. Respawn, thumbs up to you. Respawn, you did it right. Respawn, and this is why I think EA just kind of buried it, because Titanfall 2 unfortunately came out right between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. They did not hype Titanfall at all. Titanfall, all the DLCs are free. If you guys want even and you don't have Titanfall 2, this weekend you can download it and play it for free. Now I'm saying it's just this weekend. I think it goes through Monday. Today through Monday, I believe. Because they want to introduce the new DLC and they want to introduce new people to the game. I highly recommend Titanfall 2 over Gears. But in Gears just, you know, I wanted so bad to, and I don't do this ever, but just take the goddamn disc and break it in half. Except I can actually take it now. It's going to be a fucking waste of money. $100. I can take it with me today to GameStop, and hey, guess what? I can turn it in and get a $20 credit to go towards my gold. There we have it. I don't know. I'm just so disappointed by it. No wonder they gave out the other 4 games for free with it. But anyway, my point is with these microtransactions, people like the Coalition, Bungie, they must be getting enough money to support these fucking things, because otherwise, if they weren't getting money, they just say, "Oh, you know what? We're not getting any money. Let's stop doing this." And with going back to the YouTubers that I watch, when and I fully support these YouTubers. There's nothing wrong with them. And I do want to support them. But when we do support them and they're using their YouTube money to buy these things, these microtransactions, and having a big like opening of these things, in a way, we're supporting those microtransactions. I don't at all. You know, if it was a game like Warframe is a free to play game, which in fact I need to get back into. I've got it, and they got some big DLC coming out next month. But if we're a game like that, I understand. What is it? Heroes of the Storm, free to play. I understand. But these games you already pay, I don't. It just pisses me off. So anyway, my game of the year, Doom, 100%. If you guys not experienced it, I highly recommend. I think you can pick it up still for $30 this weekend. I would get it. Maybe that's where my Gears money will go. I don't know. So anyway, guys, I wanted this video to be short, but I just added another 15 minutes to it. So take care, and from my window to yours, we will talk soon. And feel free to share the video, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. So take care.